Alright, so we're going to do our best to do this, and I'm doing this from my phone, so let's see if I can write on this. Yes, there we go. No? Okay, well, here we go. What is the vertical asymptote and horizontal asymptote of the graph? So, remember, vertical is up and down, and it's always x equals, and so it hits right here at -4. So x equals -4 is our vertical asymptote. Our horizontal, from left to right, is always y equals, and it hits the y-axis right here at 1. So the best answer that has x equals -4 for the vertical, y equals 1 for the horizontal is letter D. Don't be confused by letter C. You got to know which one's horizontal, which one's vertical. Vertical is x equals, horizontal is y equals. Okay? Alright, so unfortunately the ink goes away after I solve one of these, but so we want to also find the domain and range. Now remember, we just got what, letter D, x equals -4. So all you have to do for these is slash through it, right? So x is not equal to that line, -4. Y is not equal to that line at +1. So that R just means all real numbers except 4, and then x when x is -4. So that would eliminate B and D. Y equals 1. That would be answer A. So for number 2, we get A. Remember, you're slashing through where those lines cross. Okay, number 3, which of the following is true about the comparison of these two graphs? Now, remember that, let me draw this right there. That is a lie, and that's horizontal. And then that right there is no lie, and that's vertical, up and down. Okay, so if you see a +4 there, that means it goes left 4, and the -3 means down 3. It's very important, starring this right there, that bottom is a lie. +4 usually means right, but it's a lie, so we go left 4. So which answer says that it translates 4 units to the left? That would be A and C. And then 3 units down would be letter C. Okay, so please be careful. The number on the bottom is a lie. Number 4, which of the following best is the correct graph of this? So again, we're looking, this right here is a lie. Is there any way to move this? Yeah, there we go. That's a lie. So when it says +4, that means it went left 4. Oops. And then that +3 means up 3. So we want to see our vertical asymptote left 4. So A is wrong, that's right 4. B is wrong, that's right 3. C is wrong, that's right 4. But letter D goes 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left, and then it goes up 1, 2, 3. That is correct. Letter D. Okay, so remember, the bottom is a lie every time. Number 5, we want to solve this. Now remember, if you type this into NSolve, you should be able to get your equation. Okay? So when you do this, you do get a fraction, I do believe. And let's see here. Now I'm typing it into my calculator, which you can't see because I'm on my phone, because things are messed up right now. So I'm typing in menu 3.1. So remember, nsolve is menu 3.1. Type it in. Don't forget comma X before the end parentheses, okay? I'm typing it in, comma X, and I get 5.5. Now, when I get 5.5, I want to see which answer is equivalent to 5.5, and 11 over 2 is equivalent to 5.5, okay? So there you go on number 5. Number 6. Now, it gives us two characteristics. The horizontal asymptote is y equals 1, okay? So that means it went up 1. And the vertical asymptote is at x equals negative 2. It went left 2. So that means we need to look for our asymptotes to be in those places, right? So let's look at A and B. So A, did it move up 1? No, because look, here's 1, and it actually touches the graph right there, so it can't be A. What about B? B goes, yeah, this seems to be the asymptote, but it went to the right 2, not the left 2. This is positive 2, so it can't be B. All right, up 1, left 2. Okay, and then letter C, here's 1, and it touches right there. Can't be C. Well, this does not have an answer. That's funny. Two characteristics of a rational function. X-intercept is at 2, 0, 0, negative 3. Okay, well, you can skip this one. This one's messed up. Okay, sorry about that. Gonna move on to the next one. 7. Okay, can you find the value p to the 3? So remember, you're gonna plug in this 3 right there where that x is. Okay, so let's go ahead and rewrite it. 4 over x minus 5, which is 3 minus 5 now, plus 2. Okay, so I'm going to type that in my calculator. 4, control divide, 3 minus 5 on the bottom, go to the right, add 2, and I end up getting 0. Whatever number you get is the answer. In this case, it happens to be 0. It is what it is. All right, and then next one, actually 1 second. And then I will add little parentheses. Usually put parentheses around the number you're plugging in. Okay. Now it says, what is the value of the y-intercept of this graph? Okay. So the y-intercept is when x equals 0. So I'm going to plug in 0 right there. So I got 4 over 0 minus 1 plus 3. Okay. So I'm going to type that in my calculator. 4, control divide, 0 minus 1. Go to the right, plus 3. And that gave me negative 1. Okay, so negative 1 is my answer, my y-intercept. When x is 0, the y-intercept Or what you can do is graph it and do menu 5, 1 and trace the y-intercept. Okay, so you can either graph it, take a look at the y-intercept, or you can plug in 0 for x and get the y-intercept. All right, so graph menu 5, 1 trace to the y-intercept, or all right, now the next one, rational function is graphed on the grid, which is the best, represents the domain and the range. So the domain, now the domain does not touch right here, okay? So x cannot equal 2, and the range over here, y cannot equal 4. So my best answer is letter A, okay? Remember, you're not making it a -2 unless you're putting it back into the equation, or if you're taking it from the equation, okay? If you're just looking at this, x is not equal to 2, y is not equal to 4. Okay, and that's it for your review, I believe, okay? Your test is very similar to this, so do your best, and make sure you have this studied and prepared and brought tomorrow for your test.